What is up, guys? You got NotTheWorst here, bringing another Black Desert online video, and today we're taking a look at the patch notes for October 19th. The big one is we have the new Magnus update released, which, at least for me, the most exciting thing is these new skills to take a look at. And there, I know a lot of people are looking forward to the quote, air quote, free pen gear that's included with it. So we'll look at each of the skills, talk about the Magnus starting up, and then, of course, there are some events going along, a lot of Halloween events going in, so we'll dive into that. First up, we have Abyss 1, the Magnus. I haven't done any of this myself. We'll talk about a few of the finer points, but the overall consensus from what I can tell you right now is working the main quest line in it. Once you actually get into Magnus, apparently there's a lot of bugs and issues, all the way to the extent that there is actually quite literally a troubleshooting guide. They didn't want to necessarily call it, I guess, a workaround guide, which is exactly what it is. So if you run into these various bugs and issues during it, they have different things you can try to complete the quest line for it. Yeah, so that's a thing. I'll link that in the description if you need that guide while you're trying to get through it. Personally, I'm just not going to do it right now. I'll get around to it when I get around to it. It doesn't sound very interesting to me, especially super buggy. I was told it's about 5 hours or so if you're actually able to complete the quests through it to get everything done. And by doing that, what it's going to do is unlock a few things for you here. Number one, while you're in there, you're basically completing separate little trial quests as you're going around the different Magnus type areas, and you're going to use this set of gear. It's very similar to the Arena Solaire set, original set gear that's on there as far as stat wise. It's blue and shiny and stuff along with it. So it's not going to be your gear that you go in there. Completing the quest line, you're going to get that pen boss gear of your choice out of this list here. No weapons are included with that. You're going to be able to access fast travel to major cities by paying X amount of silver through the Magnus on there. So it gives you the price breakdown if you're going like to or from wherever, how much it's going to cost. I don't think anything exceeds like 15 million silver. So it's like incredibly cheap to do that and going to be really useful. You're also going to unlock remote access to other regions' storage, which is going to be super handy for exactly the same reason, kind of self-explanatory. And then the last piece for it, you're going to have a new skill that all classes received that go along with this. They were calling it Robum skills, at least in the global labs, that sort of thing. It's not really. It is its own skill itself. It's not, in fact, I actually have AFK, my season character right here. It just comes up. It's not on your Robum screen or anything like that. Just marks here that your preceding skill is Abyssal Legacy. It's the quest that you're going to complete to unlock it. As you can see, I haven't unlocked it just yet. And then this is going to replace the key input of a previous skill that you have. So in Dark Knight's case, it is the R&B Darkness Burst, which is never, ever, ever, ever used. So your R&B becomes somewhat useful at that point. And you can still use the other skill by hotkeying it. So the R&B that's currently Darkness Burst, when you get this skill, you can't anymore, but you could quick slot it if for some reason you like using the worst skill in all of DK's kit. So yeah, if your class does have one that's relevant, then you can, of course, just quick slot it so that you still have access to it. As far as the events for this week, I was wondering where that went to. We've got a few going on. Marnie's Spooky Playground. That is on, and this is kind of a little zone that's got a few different things going on. We've got the Ancient Spirits Adventure, the Halloween one that we've seen the last few years as well. Halloween exchange coupons are back around, little different ones. We've got this different boss, the Mark 12, and then the Spooky Playground that has outfits and buffs available for you as well. So completing various tasks, quests that are available. There's some weekly ones as well. You're going to get these Halloween item exchange coupons. You also get Marnie's Invitation, some of this extra Black Spirit Orange or Purple dice. That's where you're going to pick which one you roll for whatever square you're going to get on to get double the rewards. And there's one for the Halloween cosplay box too as well. And you can actually get some more of these by exchanging the item exchange coupon. We'll look at that list in just a second. We've got the creepy goodie bags available as well. There's the weekly quests that are going to give you the same rewards here. And we'll take a look at the Mark 12 in just a second. You've also got the buffs that they mention here. It is similar to the ones we saw not too long ago in the previous event. It's 10 hours that these buffs last. You can get it once per day. So you can pick up an extra 10% item drop rate with some monster damage and damage reduction, etc. Or if you want to get some life skilling on there, or maybe some training and horse skilling, you can pick which one you want. Again, that's 10 hours and obtainable once per day. So make sure you pick that up each time to get it, keep it refreshed if you can. There's a Halloween adventure log that can get you some Newver's Hide, a fine accessory box 3, and Ghost Fee Playground event item as well. And then the exchange that we were talking about here, there's no limit on getting like Cron Stones, Dream Horse mats, that sort of thing. Once per family, you can get a sweet and spooky Halloween prop set for 30 of the Halloween item exchanges. You can also get a transaction and storage butler from that as well, which is probably your best choice here. And then the Mod Oog Mark III transformation scroll, which is kind of whatever. But I mean, that's a thing if you want it. So there's an option for that. Checking out the Mark 12 battle, you have to use this scroll that you're going to get daily logging in to it, and then you have various little battle types. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably not going to do this because the rewards are furniture based for the most part. So yeah, not super interesting, but it has like a paper, rock, scissors type thing when you use this transformation with it. So selecting the right one is based on like what type of attack it's doing, rock, paper, and scissors style versus that. Reward wise, like I said, it's going to be some baby pumpkins, candy pouches, hards and crystal shards, posh pumpkin event items, that sort of thing. I mean, there's some stuff in there. I can't see myself personally doing it for the amount of time that I'd be screwing around with it. They do note that we're going to have the witch back around coming soon, Isabella, which we've had a lot of times prior every Halloween season. So we'll see what kind of items we get from that one. That one's more of a world boss spawn that gets the big notification near the farm, at least if it remains unchanged. So we took a look at that. We've got nonstop season hot time. This is on season servers only, hence the season hot time. It's going to be nonstop, 300% combat XP, 50% skill, and 30% life for it. That is only season servers, no drop rate included with that. Keep that in mind. We've got Abyss Twitch drops available. So if you want to check out your favorite streamer each day or AFK in a stream, go for it and pick up some extra stuff there. It's the RNG boxes we've been getting just in general for the Twitch drops lately. We've got a horror house contest. You can decorate your residence for Halloween, get some rewards from that. We've got BDO versus Halloween event here, and this is Halloween is upon us, and we can't wait to see all you haunting the Black Desert world in your scary, eerie outfits. During the event, follow the requirements below and upload a comparison of your character before and after Halloween season to the event category on the official forums, and by doing that, you can get a participation award, and winners get... Does it not say what the winner gets? Event reward. 15 randomly select. Okay, pumpkin outfit box. There we go. I could have sworn it was on there. We talked about the Black Spirit Adventure for it, and there's also an Abyss Create Your Own Story. That's a screenshot type offline event too, if you're interested in that. All right, next up, let's talk about the class changes. I'm going to go through each one, not super in depth with it. You obviously have the graphic on screen, which is pretty self-explanatory there, but just to kind of give you an idea of the type of skill that you're going to be getting for it. First up, we see Warrior, which has pretty decent damage, 50 crit rate, 5 accuracy, and it's a float that'll work in PvE or PvP. Ranger's got pretty nice damage as well, with an extra hit type on it. It's 100% crit rate. We've got 50% accuracy on the extra hit, 5% on the normal one, and we've got a float on the initial hit as well. Sorc has nice damage, 40 crit rate, 8 accuracy. It's got a little HP recovery, 50 per hit, and it's a super armor. It's going to pull in vacuum on PvE only. Zerker's got a backwards movement that's a forward guard. It applies bleed, 5% accuracy, 100% crit rate. Tamer has 100% crit rate on this. Really nice damage. It's got 7 accuracy. It's a knockback in PvE only. It's invincible before the attack and then a forward guard while using it. I can definitely see some usage for that one. Musa, we've got pretty nice damage, especially at 100% crit rate, 6% accuracy. It's a forward guard during the skill and a bound in PvE only. It does have down smash on it as well. For Mewa, we have some okay damage, 50% crit rate on that, 5% accuracy, forward guard. It's a stiffness on the first hit if you see in the animation, the setup, and then that second part is a float. You can see that dude floating right after that. So there you go. Valkyrie gets a pretty nice one, really good damage, 20% crit rate on it, 9% accuracy. It's a super armor right before the attack, so when she's doing that charge up there, and then a knockdown afterwards, and that's not just PvE only, so an extra knockdown picked up there. Kuno and Ninja both have interesting block jump-esque type moves here. It's got good damage on it with a 100% crit rate, 5% accuracy. It's a forward guard before it hits, stun when it does hit on this one, and a super armor after chasing maneuvers, which is maybe one of the best skills out of this list. It's kind of close. For Ninja, they've got something similar. Of course, they don't go directly behind. They got this zigzaggy thing that goes around, really high damage, 100% critical hit rate with it, 9% accuracy, and it's a super armor during it. No CC, but that's still going to be a really powerful hit. Right behind a forward guard, you're going to take a ton of damage on that. Wizard, we have Rain of Fire, and our description is blank because I don't know. So there we go. Witch has Earth and Eruption, which has pretty nice damage, 50% critical hit rate, 12% accuracy, all DP plus 20 for 10 seconds when using the skill. Recover 500 MP every 1 second, max 6 times. It's a super armor as well. That sounds pretty disgusting in general. The float on it is on the third hit in PvE only. DK has got some pretty good damage. It's 100% critical hit rate, 6% accuracy. It has a stun on it in PvE only. We've got Striker. This one is really, really good looking. A lot of damage, 50% crit rate, 10% accuracy, increases the attack area on the charging. If you see how he charges up there to move forward as far as the actual range it's going to be on. Super armor while that charging instance is happening, but the actual attack itself is then unprotected. And of course, it's a KD because Striker needed that, right? Hurricane Kick for the Mystic. It's got pretty decent damage, 50% crit rate on it, 10% accuracy. It's a forward guard and a bound in PvE only. For Lahn, we have all right damage at 50% crit rate, 5% accuracy. It's a forward guard on that, and it pulls the target in PvE, so a vacuum just in PvE. Archer has okay-ish damage split up between a lot of hits. The second hit only applies if the first one initially hits, the extra damage rather. Or excuse me, by hitting the first one, if you land the second one, it will then apply this extra hit here. It's got 50% crit rate on it, 5% accuracy. It does have a knockback and then a knockdown on the second hit. Knockback on the first and knockdown on the second, which can definitely be useful in a lot of situations here. Shy exists. Guardian has Gate Crasher. Pretty nice damage there. 50% critical hit rate, 5% accuracy. It's a super armor. And then in PvE, you've got a knockdown and a pull on it, which is pretty interesting. But that is just in PvE. Hashes looks really, really cool with the tornadoes that are out there. Damage is okay. 50% crit rate. It's got all AP plus 20 for 10 seconds on it. It's forward guard while you're doing it, and then a PvE knockback as well. Not too shabby. Nova has a 50% crit rate. It's got 8% accuracy. It recovers 30 HP per hit. It's a super armor. And then in PvE, it's got a knockback on the initial hits. And then you can see that last hit where I forget what the dragony bird guy's name is. But then when he pops out, it's going to be a knockdown. And that is also PvE only. Sage's Dimensional Compression has a whole lot of hits on it. It's also 100% critical hit rate, 12% accuracy. It's super armor during it. Looks really cool. And then in PvE, on that first hit, you're going to have a stiffness and then a stun on the last third hit there. For Corsair, this one looks fairly simple, but also looks pretty strong in general. A decent engage. Some nice damage, 50% crit rate, 8% accuracy, forward guard, and a stun in PvE only. And Drakania has a 100% crit rate on it, some all right damage at base amounts there. 10% accuracy, sorry, not 100%. Forward guard, and it's a knockdown in PvE only as well. Of course, this is, all of these in Awakenings are going to transition you to your pre-Awakening, so keep that in mind as well. Other content updates, total likes per chat group are scheduled to be reset during today's maintenance. So, okay, whatever. Item updates, added to weapon exchange. Coupon exchange quest can be done with Decima Token of Oath times 1000 from NPC Sonnen in Valencia City. That's somewhat interesting there. Monster Chainsaw Variak goes into hiding if you don't engage within 5 minutes of making its presence known. I believe that's one that spawns in Shira Ruins while you're grinding randomly. Not the field boss Katzvariak with the Z in it. They're a little bit different. Other than that, we got some usual UI tweaks and updates, that sort of thing. So with that said, let's go on over and take a look at the Pearl Shop this week. We got a lot of Halloween things going on. First up, we have the pumpkin outfit box. If you want to pick it up, it looks pretty good. I like the outfit in general. For it, it's 2,200 pearls to pick that one up. You'll also get a special spooky scary along with it. So there's that. The horrifying Halloween outfit box. I don't recall exactly what this one looks like, and we don't have a picture here. It's also available at 2,200 pearls. Drakania is excluded from that one. Keep that in mind. We've got some RNG boxes instituted, 7+1 for a spooky, scary Halloween box. That's 5670 pearls. You're probably getting Cronstones or Artisan memories out of this, but you could get a bundle of costumes, singular costumes, that sort of thing. You know how the RNG boxes work. Not a fan of them personally, unless they offer the ones for silver, which this one is not. Individually, they're 810 pearls each. We've got a Quadra outfit pack at 9,110 pearls. It's got, as the name says, 4 outfits, and then you're also going to get 250 crons, a spooky, scary Halloween box, the RNG box there, and you'll get 5 of each of the pumpkin candies to go along with it. We've got the Magnus new adventure pack. 465 pearls is actually pretty nice if you are looking for a value pack. 15-day value pack with that, and then a RNG box to go along with it. The Artisan Adventure Pack, this one's available only once. It's 1,800 pearls for 100 artisans. That is 18 pearls per, which is very, very good. Maybe some of the lowest I've ever seen at that rate. You can only purchase it once. It's 10 Advice of Memories to go with it, 40 Memory Fragments and Enhancement Help Kit level 3. There's a Daily Cronstone Pack for 270 pearls. It's got 100 Cronstones. Then you're going to get 3 Advice of Memories and a couple of pumpkin candies to go along with. Daily Training Pack is 60 pearls. It's got the Mount XP Scroll, Corsair's Aura, and an Unbridled Celerity draft each day. Abyssal Memory Pack is 50 pearls. It gives you 100 Artisans, 200 Crons, 20 Valk's Cry, and a custom enhancement box. And then the Abyssal Memory Pack 2 similarly has that. It's 200 Artisans, 300 Crons, 30 Valk's Cry, and a custom enhancement box level 2. Storage category is on sale at 20% off. We've got the skeletal horse gear back in the shop for the holiday, Halloween coming up. We've also got the interior items back available again. They're all discounted if you're looking for that. And the weekly outfit sale this week is the Kamishella Delore Ranger outfit. It is 2720 pearls per usual. So if you're looking for some crons, that might be a good one to pre-order. So there you have it for this week's patch notes and Pearl Shop for what's going on. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. What's your experience with Magnus so far? I'd be interested to hear the input on that. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications when new videos do go live. And if you'd like to catch me playing live, there's a link to my Twitch page in the description down below. Jump on over there, drop a follow so you get notifications for that as well. With that said, that's going to be it for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.